always wanted to do this because road safety is something we all really, it touches everyone's life, right? Like we are every day driving down to office, or you may be a public transport user, you're walking down the road, you might also be a office cab user, but still you are walking certain bit of it, so you are spending some time on the road every day. So I think it is really important to be aware of all the road safety and how you can improve road safety, especially in cities like Bangalore, where you must have read in the recent article in the Hindu newspaper where Bangalore not only ranks #1 in IT but also in the number of fatalities due to reckless driving. So here, today I'm not going to talk about all these things. These things have already been covered. So I'll add something on top of this, and what are the things which you people can follow so as to make these roads a better place than what they currently are. When we are on the driving wheel, when you are driving a four-wheeler or when you are riding a two-wheeler, you are not only responsible for your life, your passenger's life, but also for the safety of people on the road. On a broader aspect, you can classify people on the road into three categories. First, there are people who are on the four-wheel or a three-wheeler who are driving basically, and then there are people who are riding. And third comes the pedestrians who are walking on the road. Each and everyone has to contribute to improve the road safety. This is one of the things I have heard recently. So the best compromise is that in which everybody has their contribution. So I really feel, and I personally follow that. So everybody should do their bit to improve road safety. It is not that always the blame is given to the heavier vehicle person, saying that it was his fault. We have to do our job. We have to maintain all the rules, so as to make this road a better place. So first I'll start off with what we can do to make this road a better place as a four-wheeler driver. So first thing I would like to tell the people is avoid high beams when it is not really required. Like I think most of us who are driving must have encountered this, and I know it is mostly the cab drivers, but still I have seen educated people drive with really high beam when it is not really required. So it is required, don't get me wrong, when you are driving at very high speed on the open highway, say. So that time you need to have a very long visibility range, and that time you can use a high beam and that's not a problem. But in city roads, when you're doing hardly 10 or 20 kmph, it's not really required. So please use it when it's only required. Then be careful when you shouldn't be too slow to hold up the entire traffic. Like I've seen many times when there is a huge convoy that is going, and when you use all your skills to make your way through the convoy, and you see that there is a person mostly with the L board who is driving at really slow speeds and he is holding up the entire traffic. So that is again you're causing, and this will cause frustration to the people who will start driving rash to overtake that person, and that can lead to a chain of accidents. And in accident, it is not always that the vehicle which is involved in accident was the trigger for that. There are cases where the vehicle which was responsible to trigger the accident was not actually even caught in the accident. There are scenarios. So please be careful. You are risking other people's lives. And when you are changing lanes, please do use lane change indicators. I'm not sure if most of you are aware. In a car, if you just flick your indicator, the switch, so it will blink the indicator 3 times. That is basically your lane change indicator. So please do use them. I know that not all cars are equipped with that, but whenever you have that, please do use them and let the people know that you are shifting lanes. And please do check your blind spots. And set your mirrors. You have 3 rear view mirrors in car. If you can set all of them to proper vision, you can cover almost 90% of your back part of your car, and you can see who is where, and you can basically shift lanes safely. Another thing, please do not block the oncoming traffic. Like if you have taken the left on the old airport road to go to the ISRO back route, so you must have seen in the evening time, during peak hours they come as if it is a one-way. So in that case it will create a deadlock where everybody ends up spending hours together in the traffic. So please don't do that. Please give way for the oncoming traffic, and it's like everybody has to compromise and wait. Today morning when I was driving down to office, there is a big work that is going on the Emblur road, and I saw 2 educated people, 2 IT professional employees who were having a slight heated argument. Like I'm supposed to go, I'm changing my lane, why don't you stop? Just today. So it was like a kind of everyday example. I can give many examples. That's why I'm doing this today, just to spread awareness among people. What are the things you should be following? And then coming to the rider, I am myself a biker from my heart, and I love riding. And there are bikers. First thing, you have to wear a helmet. And nowadays, I really like their creativity. Okay, they plug their earphones inside a helmet. Okay, I totally respect their creativity, but not at the cost of safety. When you are wearing your earphone, you are always enjoying the song. You are not aware if there is a vehicle coming behind, somebody wants their way, they have to pass you. will not be aware. You will be lost in your own world. Please don't do that. And most of them are IT employees. Please, and that is the that's the irony. So please don't do that. And when you don't go for that gap, you are not a Formula One racer. There is a slight gap. There is a narrowing gap between two vehicles. I see bikers just going and rushing in the middle. They are risking their lives. And there is a car that is taking a left. The gap is narrowing. They come and, like Funny just said, in the yellow signal. So these are things we can avoid, guys. We are the educated people, and we should definitely take care of these things. And generally it is the bikers who generally speed in narrow streets, because the amount of space required for a bike to pass is less. So whenever there is a slight gap, they just go in the gap with a very high speed, and that there might be children who are crossing the road. There will be aged people who will be crossing the road. Please do take care, and please be within the speed limit. I'm not telling to not to, wherever there is an opportunity, you can just open up the throttle. That's okay, but not everywhere. In the marketplace, in the crowded place, and be kind to the pedestrians when they are crossing the road. Please let them go. And I've seen people do it on weekends. Okay, like I myself go out on weekends, and in Whitefield area, people do allow people to cross first and then they go. But during weekdays, the scene is totally different. You would want to kill people on the road. Like you are like totally in a hurry and you are in a different league. So please don't do that. At the max, what it can happen is you might lose 5 or 10 minutes, but that at least you are not killing someone, right? And finally, coming to the pedestrians, so please walk on the footpath, obviously wherever there is one. But please do walk on the footpath and do not plug your earphones. Yeah, I know. So yeah, at least let us not try and do that. Whenever there is, let's wait at the signal. And at the yellow signal, there are people in the evening going from the wrong side in the evening during peak hours. So we should avoid that. And these are people you can just keep an eye. These are people who are exiting our GVC Technopolis. Like, yeah. So please, let's try to avoid that. And as a pedestrian, please try to walk on the footpath. And the roads are designed for the roads are meant for cars to be driven and bikes to go. You are walking in the middle of the road. You are risking your life. So please take care. And with this, I hope you guys